anybody to intimidate the judiciary, to cow the very impartiality must be maintained.
Yes.
We say this and defend our country and defend our law.
Yes.
The implication of a breach of a subsisting court order amounts to lack of party structure, which is a breach of Section 84, Sub 13 of the Electoral Act as amended, which states, where a political party fails to comply with the provisions of this act in the conduct of its primaries, its candidates for election shall not be included in the election for the particular position in issue. As His Lordship may be aware, the violation implies that the PDP candidates in National Assembly elections could be regarded as null and void for lacking party structure. The Supreme Court, in its ruling in May 2019, nullified the elections of the candidates of the All Progressive Congress in Zamfara State in 2019 general elections for failing to conduct primaries. This conformed to the provisions of the law that held that political parties must conduct world congresses. As in the case of Zamfara State, the All Progressive Congress didn't have a structure, so the nominations of candidates for the elections were null and void. His Lordship may wish to know that the Plateau State PDP has latched on a campaign statement by Honorable Yusuf Gagi on seeking legal redress on the contraventions of the PDP in the conduct of its world congresses. It has become a stock in trade of the PDP to sacrifice fats on the altar of selfishness in an insatiable quest to build something on nothing, as in the case of Plateau State. This much has been evident in the serial campaign of calumny launched by the PDP against the ruling of the Court of Appeal. We observe that the ultimate aim is to cause disrepute to the justice of the Court of Appeal and discredit the judiciary's impartiality in Nigeria. This action is an affront and an assault that must be rebuffed. His Lordship may wish to be informed that the reputation and integrity of the appellate court is at stake. The issues canvassed by the PDP lack merit and substance. As such, the judiciary must not succumb to blackmail to ensure that justice is saved. We would like to call on His Lordship to stand firm in defense of the sanctity of the appellate court in the dispensation of justice. The impartiality of the judiciary in Nigeria is never in doubt. An independent, strong, respected, and respectable judiciary is indispensable for the impartial administration of justice in a democratic state like ours. Lessons must be learned on the implications of flouting court orders, contempt of court, in an affront to the authority and dignity of the court. A court order must be obeyed until it is set aside on appeal. There is no evidence that the subsisting court order in the conduct of fresh World Congress for the PDP in Plateau State was appealed, nor set aside. His Lordship may wish to grant our prayers that the Court of Appeal rejects the position of the PDP in Plateau State with regards to the outcome of the judgment of the Court of Appeal, sacking PDP members of the National Assembly for lack of party structure that rendered their eligibility to stand for election null and void. Finally, gentlemen of the press, I appreciate your patience. Let me take the final paragraph. The above are humbly submitted for the gracious consideration of His Lordship.